Hey guys, Tyler is Awesome2 here, and if you haven't watched the prologue video to my Spider-Man Remake series, well, go watch it. Okay? So, yeah, let's go watch it. I have time to discuss, I'll just discuss the summary of basic summaries of episodes. Okay, so, yeah. So, episode 1, we just start off with a monologue with Peter with his Uncle Ben and the moment of his Uncle Ben being shot with the bullet thing. The visual bullet thing, shot thing from the shorts. There's no shorts to tell it. We have flashbacks for the origin story and this is how we start the series. And the fight and the episode's beginning can mostly go the same. The Vulture actually puts him in a water tower as a homage to the first appearance of the Vulture, meaning Spider-Man issue 2. And then a scene where Harry and Peter talking goes summarily. Peter's still suffering from the screams. And well, but instead of talking about like the proper pronunciation of brain freeze or headaches, they talk about Peter's little crush on Liz Allen. Yeah, he's gonna have a crush on Liz. There's gonna be more to their relationship early on. Yeah. And Peter realizes, oh my god, I forgot this thing with the Maxwell Modell and I gotta do it. And you get basic talk with Peter and his friends. But also Flash is already present and so too is Gwen Stacy. She's already present. Yeah, we're just inducing her right now. Her and Flash right now. Yeah, it appears like they're only Harry also there because, well, Horizon High is not, like, open as a school yet, so, yeah. And, well, and they also talk about Spidey and see whatever he's not. He's one of them, mutants. I'm gonna come back to this later. Yeah, mutants exist. No ambiguity, no. It's just blatantly stated and is super and it's blatantly stated and with no ambiguity. Anyways, they go to Max Modell's visit and he's like searching for students for his little thing he's doing. We don't know what it is yet. There's no machine blowing up thing. I mean, we also still have like Spencer's thing with Max Modell and his relationship with his son Alistair and all that, but anyways, we don't need the machine blowing up. The Vulture attack is all we need. And then we get Spider-Man still fights the Vulture, being played out the same. And here we get the whole "will you save them or catch me" moment. Because I think it's more impactful here, and then we get the thing ruined, and we get a little moment between Harry and Liz, and Peter tries to impress Liz, but not working. Alistair's like taunting Harry, and there's Randy who's like who wants to investigate the Vulture and who he is. Yeah, Randy's gonna be this investigative journalist character because that's what I think who he should be, by the way. And then we go on to episode 2, where it's kind of similar-ish plot to the Party Animals episode, but with Lizard. Instead, I mean, Rhino's just a rhino guy, so he's just an opening villain you just throw in for the sake of it. And the Lizards, we get his family and all that. And Peter starts to get a job at the Daily Bugle, support his Aunt May, and yeah, some characters are going to be introduced early on, as they were, like Otto and Marie would already be present at episode 1 as well. And so went to J. Jonah Jameson as episode 2. No dragging now, just giving them more screen time and give them character. And also, Randy's father also themes of fatherhood apparently in the show. And then we got the episode with Mysterio, where this is basic adaptation of the Mysterio's first appearance, and also Miles Morales will be introduced in this episode, just for the sake of it. And we got the Oscorp Academy episode, where again a bunch of students and Liz is kind of jelly, and well, Anya is going to be introduced in this episode, along with her sister. Also not stepsisters, just biological sisters, by the way. Also, again, its plot can go basically the same. Also, don't think that the Jackals should be, the Warrens should be like Gwen's like uncles. They can just be your father's old friends. And, well, you have the similar thing where it's Clash and Shocker thing. We also had another person there. Francine Fry. Electro. Yeah. I'm putting her here so she has a frickin' backstory, and sorry for the swear words, by the way. And finally, they fight, and like Electro's equipment in the actual show, their tech is like failing sometimes. Shows they're not perfect, They can't all be Tony Stark. And then also they escape with their tech intact. Why is it not working properly sometimes? Because they're not going to be one-off characters. They're going to be like have whole stories around them. And at the end of the episode, Anya feels rejected. I'm sorry. We don't know if Anya's gonna be rejected. Yeah, so. And finally, spoilers. And finally, we learn that Gwen's father, like Captain Stacy, died prior to the series beginning. We don't say he dies, but I'm just doing this so that we don't have to shoehorn him in. And finally, and then, well, basically, yeah. And then the next episode where we can essentially, it'll be similar-ish to the episode A Day in the Life or something. The episode with Black Cat's introduction. Is everyone going all the way with the same way with Spectacular Spider-Man? Not only that, with also the introduction to Chameleon, but also having the Fantastic Four, where she gets the symbiote from the Baxter Building. A homage to Amazing Spider-Man issue 1, where Chameleon and Black Cat are both trying to steal the symbiote. Cat gets it first. The Fantastic Four try to present her. Chameleon was able to get it. And Dr. Doom was his benefactor because this is Fantastic Four. We know we had to feature Doom. Doom! And yeah, again, Spidey beats Chameleon. Spider-Man beats Chameleon, as they said, but he's only using Mask for now, and he doesn't have tech to do it yet. Black Cat, well, helps them, and well, Spidey gets to hang out with Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and they form a close friendship, and Black Cat starts to be flirty with Peter, but Peter's got other things to do with, Liz. Again, Black Cat and Spidey will meet again someday, and Pete decides to keep a closer eye on the symbiote. Whatever it is. We don't know it's an alien. We're not going to reveal it till the time is right. So we're not going to go, oh, hey, the symbiote could definitely be an alien. No, we're going to keep that far more under stuff like that, far more under wraps than that. Yeah. And we get the Sandman episode, which can go basically as normal. I mean, it's going these changes, compromising changes, but there's all the things we changed, but yeah, go basically as normal. And then we move on to the, well, what is it? Like the Man-Wolf episode where people are getting turned to werewolves, you know? The Hulk shows up for some reason. It can go basically the same. Except Jonah's there and trying to save his son, you know? The Man-Wolf and all that, yeah. And then we move on to the Kraven episode where we see Kraven the Hunter. It'll be this same game show stuff, but it's more serialized version. Like, it's taken more seriously, and Chameleon's also present, and reference to Kraven's first appearance, but also reference to Kraven's last time, where Spider-Man being buried alive, and pure go apeshit to show the effects of the symbiote, and it's really show. I'm doing an episode like this, show how much of a dark tone the show can be. And yeah. Really. And we're also introduced to a certain someone, Bobby Drake, who we'll get to later. And move on to episode 8. Then we move on to, like, as I said, well, symbiotic relationships where an episode that can go basically as normal, but Vulture's like things are red, and Grubauer like also appears briefly and gets brutally beaten and it's more darker, and well, Vulture's also kind of brutally beaten with tiny little blood showing, like small enough you can't see it. And well, symbiote is taken off with Spider-Man. But the symbiote actually manages to escape. Except for a small sample. We'll go back to this later. Yeah, symbiote's not gonna be just stuck in a jar. So in tube, I want this to be his constant presence luring in the background. Yeah. So we move on to the Spider Slayers episode where we actually get the episode with Steel Spider trying to be a hero, and well, Pete talks him down not to be, and well, he gives up, and okay, maybe the hero like not for me yet message, and yeah. And then we move on to like episode like 11 with these adaptation of Scorpion's first appearance, where John decides, I'm gonna create a supervillain, and the Jackal go. It's the Jackal, of course, and well, Scorpion gets armored up and fights Spidey, but goes insane. A fight similar to. It's a fight kind of similar to the first fight is kind of similar to the actual show, and then Scorpion tries to get revenge and on him, and a similar scene to Spider-Man the animated series happens, and well, Scorpion's sticking down. At the very end of the episode, Liz is like jealous of all the superheroes, like just. I mean, or it's a previous episode, whatever. And then an episode, whichever, just Liz is like jealous of the superheroes and future scientists and all that, and wanting Liz the meaning of being special, and fear, and she feared her position when, and she's like angry that she's not getting attention, and she's like really mad. She's really mad. She felt inferior. There's a point their hand burst into flames, and a moment she looked at and realizes she's one of them. Next episode, we have our episode where we're introduced to Spot, where Spot is Mysterio's little buddy, and he gets stuck in portals, and, well, fights Spidey, and then we get this confirmation where Mysterio bonds with the symbiote at the end of the episode. And the next episode, where similar plot can go basically as normal, with Venom and Flash needs Peter's help at studying, being his tutor, but also their conversation with trying to get Liz's attention, seeing who would win her. Also, instead of Venom, it's symbiote Mysterio, because we're saving Venom later. And then, well, Mysterio gets beaten. Liz is still struggling with being a mutant. And, well, we also get scenes of Mary Jane as usual. Like in the actual episode, and well, also the symbiote attacks the football game. Mary Jane can still help. Nice little moment there. And also it's a nice homage to Spider-Man's Amazing Friends episode, A Firestar is Born. We have Firestar Liz in her flame form beat the symbiote, and the symbiote flees. She announces herself as Firestar and the new superhero in town, and she just flies off. End of episode. Then we got the Spider-Man on Ice episode, which kind of go normally. There were some changes instead of a God. Oh yeah, the Hobgoblin is also going to appear like in symbiotic relationships, by the way. So we have time we get this mystery of who he is, and then we get also instead of Gauntlet, it's Ice Gauntlet, it's Ice Sword, and instead of Blizzard, it's Coldheart. She wants revenge on Hammerhead for she's a criminal who wants revenge on Hammerhead for what happened to her family, and yeah, basically she goes crazy, gets a little ice thing that happens similar to Blizzard in the actual show, and then Firestar comes saving the day. Stealing Spidey's Spotlight, and we can Joker Liz getting the costume, which I think would be similar to Ultimate Alliance 2, and we can excuse it as her being, as well, she borrowed her from, she tricked Harry into giving her some of these fireproof clothes and sunglasses. And sewing's an easy thing to do. I mean, Peter can do it, so it's an average thing, so she can't make cool tech, but she can sew, so yeah. And we on to next episode, which will be similar to Screwball Live, just with Firestar in place of Screwball. And, well, instead of Absorbing Man, it's Clash, Electro, and Shocker. This will create a more interesting dynamic. Pete's jealous of Firestar for stealing attention, not knowing his crush Liz, and class president, by the way. And, well, and Pete has to deal with those three again. Their tech is working at least better. They fighting in. And there's Randy, who's not gonna learn Liz's identity till later. And then finally, we have where a moment after they fight, the villains escape. Liz, well, accidentally reveals she figured out Pete was Spidey. Yeah, she figures it out before anybody else, and, well, they learn to work together and all that, and, well, Pete says something stupid. No, not probably annoying her, but she kisses him. Yeah, she had a huge crush on Peter this whole time. She never saw him as a nuisance. It was a complete facade. That's what people want. That's what we're giving them. And we move on to the Stark Expo episode with... imagine Peter and Liz being cute and nerdy together, and everyone's annoyed by it because that would be way funnier. And yeah, Liz is gonna be Peter's first love interest instead of Gwen. They're just friends. Gwen's just Peter's friend. Oh, yeah. Also, again, Stark Express, which can be similar, but but instead of the Vulture's army, it's Beetle robbing Stark Expo with Ghost, and well, and we get more Max Modell and character development stuff and all that, and this part is just completely fan service, and I don't care. It's what they should have done. It's Spider-Man, Iceman, and Firestar battling the Beetle as a homage to Spider-Man and his amazing friends. And, well, Iron Man battles Ghost while that's happening, by the way. Anyways, and also they learn each other's identities, and they have one where they shout the "Go for it" catchphrase in the Amazing Friends cartoon, and well, and I'd say they're gonna go on better, and like Bobby, and then if we can have Bobby Drake, it could be all like, hey, like, I'm here because, well, you guys are mutants, right? And Pete can be all like, we're not mutants, right, Liz? And Liz can be all like, and Pete can be all like, Liz, you're a mutant, are you? And Liz can be like, yeah. You see? And we can form an amazing friendship between three heroes. You see, simply by having Liz Allen play a prominent role in the show, and by making her Firestar, you create these new opportunities to do stuff for the story. Imagine that. And she'll fix more things as we go along. And then series goes on. We have like some stuff with more to do with the Jackal, and an episode where Spidey, Iceman, and Firestar do with Electro, Clash, and Shocker. Then Clash reforms and decides, no wait, this is a bad idea. Contrast to what he did. Contrast to his induction. Electro and Shocker says nah to that, then betray him, and Clash's friendship is broken now. His friends his friends are now remain evil, I guess. Also, we're gonna have Mary Jane physically appear first time in that episode where, yeah, no dragging that out. We're doing it in season 1, and we're doing it for real Liz Allen being MJ and her are best friends. And then we move on to the episode 19, I think, yeah, where we get a similar episode. But instead of Crimson Dynamo, it's Magneto and the Brotherhood, and the X-Men and Firestar and Iceman are in place of Miles, and and the X-Men show up, and it'll be awesome with the 90s X-Men theme playing, and new alliances are introduced to the X-Men, and that's what you should be doing. That's what people want. There can be still science stuff, little science lessons hidden, and if I were to portray great power, great responsibility thing, I'll portray it as this little self-aware thing. You acknowledge the overuse of it. Yeah, it'll be so fun and creative, much more creative. Nothing wrong with the science lesson thing yet. It's being nice to appreciate peers, appreciating for science and all, but I think there's to be much more clever and, again, slowly easing the audience into it thing. And Liz is thinking about her wanting to join the X-Men. She's thinking about this really hard. And Otto has arms thinking. Also, Otto in this episode, Otto is not only like when saying because of explosion thing that happened with Magneto, which except his girlfriend Anne, by the way. Also, Alistair got crippled. Yeah, a bunch of hard things happened in this episode. Yeah, and then we on to episode 20 where Alistair's now with this Spider Slayer armor and he wants revenge on Spidey and then and yeah. Alistair gets Spencer's development and all. Yeah. And then you can get an episode where the Avengers and where Kamala Khan cameo and basically just for fun and establish why the Avengers are popular and get to know them and all that. That stuff. And then the next episode will feature the symbiote. Again, possessing Spidey. And then they try to get off him. Even the symbiote keeps dodging Liz's attacks, and Human Torch can also be there too. And Hobgoblin was able to save the day, and it's also we learn that Hobgoblin is indeed Harry and that somewhat emotional moment when Spidey gets possessed or brainwashed or something, like in the actual show, similar to the actual show, yeah. And Peter fights back, and Peter is able to, as homage to the Spider-Man issue 1, he was able to fire out the symbiote with sound, and the symbiote disappears later, never to be seen again for now. So yeah. Also, we learned that Liz's father is the Vulture, so yeah. And we move on to 3 parts where Otto Octavius and the 3-part finale with Dr. Octopus. His first is Rise. It's the episode. And move on to the episode with similar to the finale where Norman tries to get Toomes and other villains, Kraven, Sandman, Electro, and Mysterio to fight off him, and in other words, events play similar to the final episode of season 1 play out the same. Norman's trying to make a future for his son and other kids, and trying to learn Spider-Man, agreeing with Otto, and and similarly, Norman is presumed dead and all that, and yeah. And nobody knows what happened to Norman. Then we did the final episode with the Sinister Six. It's a classic lineup from the first appearance, by the way, and the events play out similarly, and basically, also Liz and Bobby are with the X-Men now, and Liz decided to join, and appears at Horizon, is going to join Horizon. Parts of these seasons are in summer, by the way, and Liz and Peter broke up because Peter was infatuated with her best friend MJ, and they're just still friends, okay? And the Sinister Six stuff can play out similarly, and Sinister Six, by the way, are of their own free will. And also, yeah, I was eating tacos while doing this, and yeah, I just spent a few seconds letting you watch me eat tacos. So yeah, again, 76 defeated. I'll go no coma thing, and he's in the hospital. Harry takes over Oscorp for a while, and the Academy thing. And finally, we end the scene now with Peter going to his first day at Horizon High, and well, Liz is with the X-Men, and so is Bobby, and Aunt May has to get a second job to for it, and we know where we'll be. End of season 1, and so yeah. That's the end of season 1. I'm pretty sure you know about my changes, like having the introduction of the X-Men, because it has this, and having mutants means you can grow the sciencey and nerd stuff and scientist characters and equipment, vending power stuff by having these people who were born with their powers, and well, I was cool that isn't like genius, so the general public will probably just think it is something like that, and like basically like characters like Black and Rhino can just be born with their powers. Simple as that. And well, I put Horizon High, like the new Horizon High, like oh yeah, Anya, Gwen, and Miles still get entered, by the way. And also Miles gets bit in season 1, by the way. So yeah. So that's my base change outline for Spider-Man Horizon. That's what I'm calling it. And that's what I think it should have been called. And also, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Also TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know. I'm Charles Awesome 2. Peace, blah blah blah. Hope you, if you're gonna discuss it, wanted to talk about changes I made, then go right ahead. I'm Tyler's Awesome 2, and peace.